Nice.
I just need to tell you straight away that actually I can grow my own moustache. Unlike Daniel, yeah.
Quickly?
Yes.
A nice bushy one.
Yeah, lovely.
Turn up at the end.
Yeah, at the drop of a hat. And also, Daniel, I'd like to say my daughter, who's 16, came to see you in Equus and said you had a lovely, lovely wand.
Thank you. Yes. A wand?
Yeah.
A wand?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh, I see, sorry.
Hello,
It's a job, it's a job. It's a break. No more of French and Saunders.
Well, not exactly.
That's what I hear. No, you're not doing the sketch show anymore.
We're probably not going to do the sketch show anymore,
I think not sketches.
Yeah, but we are going to go on tour.
Yes, I know
And
that.
we're going to do the sketches on tour.
Yes.
But I think as a TV show, I think we've sort of had enough of it now.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, long time.
It is a long time.
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing it extremely well. Young people.
Not as good as you.
Oh, well,
No, it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. They're not as good as you. And you'll be greatly missed. You really will be.
Oh.
Has it been, when you're going on tour and having to make a choice from all that rich mine of stuff that you've got, was it difficult? Was it like looking back, I mean, at your career?
Well, when we did the show of 20 years of French and Saunders, we had to look at the whole back catalogue.
I don't remember being there for about 50% of it, I have to say. I remember nothing.
You have nothing, no
Jenna
recall?
has no memory of anything in her life.
Doesn't she?
No.
That can be very convenient,
Very
can't it?
convenient.
She once went on Wikipedia to check who she was.
I did. Have you ever done that? Have you ever looked on Wikipedia?
I have.
It's so inaccurate.
It's another person.
It's bizarre.
Without
It
doubt.
is.
Without
Well, who
doubt.
were you dating? You were dating
I lived
somebody...
for a year with someone from Depeche Mode. I don't know who this person is. I've had songs written about me by the Eurythmics. It's incredible who you are.
No.
Look on
Loads of things that aren't true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
OK, so you're going on tour with all the best sketches and that, or your favourite sketches, maybe,
Yeah,
is it?
sort of favourite characters, really.
And
Have the greatest
are you going to
hits
get
or-
dressed up an awful lot on tour?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that, because I think the audience gets a bit bored if you're in one
Saying it
frock.
as if we've thought about it and written
Well,
it now. I
here's
just
the
have
thing.
to warn
Go
you,
on.
we
Go on.
haven't.
Here's the thing. True to French and Saunders' form, it's not written yet, Michael, so we can't
not.
tell you anything
It's
that's
on
going
sale.
to be in it.
Please buy tickets.
We usually write it about a week after we've started it. So that's how we do it. I mean, writing is a painful process for us.
Oh no, we've got 2 months. We start at the end of February, so we've got a while to.
Yeah, you've got,
to lick
sure.
it into
Obviously,
shape.
Can I make a plea that you actually have the two randy guys in it, the two randy
Yes.
men, which
Yes.
is my fear. I
fat old
love
men.
the four. I think those guys are wonderful. I mean, it's such a
Well,
disturbing...
if the audience would wait for 3 hours while we got changed.
Well, I know. And is there a difference? I mean, there you're looking at sort of men there and their own kind of sense of humour, their own conditioning. Is there a difference between male humour and female humour?
Well, I've just done a series of documentaries called Boys Who Do Comedy, and to be honest, I thought I was going to find a big difference. I've never quite known, but I thought I would find some sort of latent thing that would be the key. And in fact, I don't think there's any difference whatsoever. I think the only difference is the way that male comedians approach the job. They actually regard it as a possible career. Steve Coogan told me that in the sixth form he was thinking that it might be a possible career for himself.
Yes.
And I don't think any of the women approached it like that
So
at all.
you kind of fell into it, in a sense?
Oh, we certainly did. It was complete accident.
Yes.
Or mistake, as some people might say.
But, I mean, the other thing, too, that men do that women, seems to me, do not do, or not in the same way, is tell jokes.
Yes.
I mean, men always say, I've heard this one.
I think in America it's much more a thing for female comedians to do, to have an act that's got a lot of jokes in it. I don't think it's so much here. I think it's more observational.
Yeah, I can't think of a single British comedian, actually, that just does bang, bang, bang jokes.
Can you do a joke?
We try not to do any at all.
Don't ask her to tell a joke.
Go on,
No, I don't-
She can't tell a joke.
Well, let's see.
Oh, a man goes into a pub and he's sitting there and he has it's quite a long joke. And he...
Have confidence, please.
OK, man goes into a pub...
Don't over-explain
Oh, a man goes into a pub! And he orders a drink and the barman gives him the drink and he's just sipping on his lager and he hears, oh, I do like your hairdo, and looks around. There's no one else in the pub at all. Barman isn't saying anything. And he thinks he's going a bit mad, so he has another drink and says, what lovely trousers. He hears that voice. He looks around, there's nobody there. I see nobody there. He says to the barman, what is going on? I can hear voices everywhere. And he says, oh, it's the peanuts, they're complimentary. great joke, but
No,
it is a joke.
but it's a joke.
It's not in the
you
act.
remembered a joke. You see, I could never remember a joke. You know how at Christmas you get them and you think, I'm going to remember that joke. Never. Nothing.
Well, when you first met, you said you neither got a notion about being a double act at all.
Yeah.
But was it love at first sight, in a sense? I mean, were you immediately conjoined, in a sense?
No, we weren't. I think we're quite different people, and actually we met at college, and Jen had already been there for a few weeks. My dad had just died, so I was late coming to college, and they already had kind of sort of gangs set up. Not horrible big LA gangs.
It wasn't a gang.
There's no guns, obviously.
It's just people who sat near each other. That's all there was.
You sat near some other quite posh people.
It's gone on.
And I had no people to sit next to. Yeah. And in fact, we needed
She was wearing a corduroy skirt. What can we say?
Sorry. I can only apologise for
corduroy
that.
skirt.
We needed to, both of us, happened to simultaneously need somewhere to live, and a friend of ours, a mutual friend, had a flat that was newly converted, and so we both moved into that flat. And I remember thinking, I really want to move into that flat, but I really don't want to share with her. And I'm sure she was thinking exactly the same thing. But once we were there, you know.
Was she tidy? Was she a tidy person?
She was really not tidy.
Don't
Really?
go there.
Jennifer
So don't, because I'm so tidy now.
Knees in pants. I'm sorry to say that, Jennifer, and you're not like that anymore, I hope.
No, I'm not.
No, but she was bad then. We had the really classic thing happened of a burglary in our house. I'm sorry, Jennifer. This is
telling
true.
this story.
Well, listen, we're not doing French Saunders sketches anymore. I can really gross on you now. And anyway, the police came and said that it was a pretty awful burglary, but that the worst area was the top room of the house. And, of course, that was the one area they hadn't been into, and that was Jennifer's bedroom.
I swear they'd taken something. Something was missing.
But she's not like that now. She's addicted to sweeping.
Ah.
No, I like sweeping.
Do you? Does it relax you?
I use it as a kind of meditation, a thinking process.
I can see that. I can see why.
Because you can't write sitting at a keyboard,
No.
so I prefer to sweep and do something mindless.
Yes.
Well, and actually, I have to say, that does work. Jennifer is a very writerly person, much more writerly than me. So obviously she's able to go a lot deeper, and it must be the sweeping that helps.
When you first went on stage, tell me about the was it the Menopathy sisters?
The Menopathy sisters.
Menopathy sisters. That was your
Yes.
That was the first. That was the first time you went on stage together, wasn't it? That was your first double act.
No, it wasn't actually.
Was
We
it
did
not?
something called the Menopause Sisters before
Oh,
that.
before that?
Yeah.
Which was
I
even
see.
worse.
Was it?
And it was a kind of punk double act. But the Menopathies we used to do in the front room to entertain everyone else in the flat.
Oh, and what were the
It was a
Menopathies?
circus act. It was a mime circus act, if you can imagine that.
A mime circus act.
And we used to mime walking on balls. It sounds silly now.
Hanging from the ceiling by our
terribly
teeth,
funny,
that
Daniel.
kind of thing.
I'm sure.
Well, but we did have
Terribly
leotards, and we sewed tassels onto the bosoms. And,
No, onto the back. You see, that was
onto
the joke.
the back bosoms. That was the joke. That was the joke.
We had it on back
Just
to
had the
front.
one joke.
The other thing too, of course, was that, I mean, you had that wonderful accident of time, didn't you? That the BBC at that time, 20 years ago, was a very different BBC than it is now. But television is very
Absolutely.
different. I mean, in those days, you're allowed to come on and do your bit, and they'd
Yeah.
promote you and they'd encourage you. And it's much tougher nowadays, isn't it? for
Absolutely.
people to...
Well, Jimmy Moyer was the one who kind of signed us up at the BBC, and I can tell that he was looking towards a whole career for us, because we made a lot of mistakes in the first few years, and we had a pretty ropey show where we were trying to find our way. And he gave us a chance and kind of invested in our future, if you like, which meant that it was very
words were,
nurturing.
I'll put my dick on the table and
He did say that.
give you a tryout. That's what he said. He said, I don't know if you're any good, but I'll put my dick on the table and I'll give you a go.
So please don't do that. Or if you do, pass me a hammer. But they
That's
did
how
nurture
deals
us.
were done at the BBC.
They did nurture a career
Let's put
for
our
us.
dicks on the table and vote this one out. Yeah,
Well, it's true
BBC
though.
speak.
I don't think, you know, you get that much of a chance anymore. We had at least 2 series to get off the runway, you know,
That's right,
and I'm not sure you do get those chances anymore.
You are writing your memoirs now, I understand, or about to set down.
I am, yes.
And you're about to go down to Cornwall.
I am,
to
yes.
Do it. And what are these rumours about your imminent death?
My early demise.
Yes, I mean, this
Well, that
big,
just was bonkers,
This
wasn't
big
it?
headline that Dawn French is going away to die
Yeah,
in a corner
yeah.
somewhere.
Well, here's
I'm
the
afraid
thing.
I started that rumour. And I said, if she's not gone in 5 years, I'm going to kill her.
Jeanette Cranky's Waiting in the Wings.
Yes.
No, I carelessly said that I was moving to Cornwall and I hoped it would be my last move.
Yes.
I don't want to move again.
Yes.
You know, we are actually
Right, isn't it?
both RAF kids.
Yes.
So we've had an itinerant, you know, background. And I like being in one place. I've been in this house for 20 years and I want to be in the next one for a long time. So I carelessly said I'd like that to be the last move, to which the journalist said to me, "Oh, my God, you're going there to die." And I said, "Yeah, I'm going there to die, but very slowly." I don't think it's a surprise that we die, is it?
No,
Is that a surprise
Last
to
I
anyone
heard,
here?
it wasn't, no.
But hopefully not for a long time. I mean, everybody, all the women in my family live for a very long time. My granny's 99.
Really?
Yeah, and I lost my other granny and she was 95. So, in fact, you see, dying young in my family is different to any other family. That means anything under 100. So I don't think anyone needs to worry, except for Jennifer, who has to...
And need we worry about the memoirs?
No, don't worry about anything. It's lovely.
Need I worry about Memoirs?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you have no worries about the memoirs at all.
Well, you're doing this tour then, so that will last how long? You're going to tour all over Britain, are you?
It'll last until the beginning of May.
So it's not a farewell tour or anything like that?
No, not at all.
No. It is called Still Alive.
It's still alive.
It's called that. It's called that.
All right.
We're not bringing it into London yet, but we'll see how we feel when
you
we
must
toured
do
back.
that. You must do that.
Hopefully.
And hopefully, too, you change your mind about doing the sketches because, you know...
Oh, we'll do things together. There's no
I'm
doubt
sure you
about
will.
that. We'll work together, just possibly not in a sketch show anymore. Yeah.
Don and Jennifer, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.